Om Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheswaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahi Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma Vidyushavai Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Arjuna Uvacha Prakutim Purusham Chaiva Kshetrajnam Evacha Etat Veritum Ichhami Jnanam Jnaya Cha Keshava. So this verse may not be available with many of you. So if it's not available, you have to make it. Or as we go to Uttarkashi, from that I'll send the text properly. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Idam Sariram Kaunteya Kshetramityabhidhiyate Etat yo veti tam prahu Kshetrajna iti tadvidah Kshetrajnam chapi mam vidhi Sarvakshetreshu Bharata Kshetra Kshetrajnayor Jnanam Yattat Jnanam Matam Mama. Up to this we have seen. So as we have been discussing this chapter, mainly Kshetra Kshetrajna. So when you look at this Kshetra Kshetrajna, because that's why in fact this chapter name is called Kshetra Kshetrajna Vibhaga Yoga. Now, what is Kshetra and what is Kshetrajna? So the one who knows the difference, or you can say in short, the one who knows that the object of experiences and the experiencer. So the difference between object and subject. In short, the object of experiencer and the one who experiences, or in whose presence better, in whose presence or because of whose presence experience happens, takes place. So the one who knows that person is a wise person, tadvidaha, only is the knower. And this is what called self-knowledge. So while discussing this thing, also we discussed in the verse number 3 very carefully. Kshetrajnam chapimam vidhi elaborately. So there is a possibility, there is a problem that as many kshetra, so kshetra means what? In short, body, even the object of experience, starting with body, mind complex, and external one. But here mainly is body. So as many kshetra, as many bodies, there is a possibility that many kshetrajna will be there. So those many, you can say that this consciousness will be there. He says, no, it's not like that. Please understand. May you understand, I am there in every kshetra. It is one me who is there. We have seen in details. So that means one consciousness remains everywhere. It is not that each one carries each one's consciousness. It's like I say, I carry my space, even though we talk, okay? I need my space. What do you mean by your space? So your space is nothing but your hallucination, nothing else, okay? Remember this. So this is the psychological language. I need my space. I need a free space. I am suffocated. That means what? You are not suffocated by others. You are suffocated by your likes and dislikes, your preferences. Please remember this point. Whenever you say or you hear, both way. When you hear, don't give importance. But whenever you say, at least be careful that I am suffocated. I am tired. See, when you are physically tired, you collapse, okay? That I can understand, that I accept. That happens to everybody. But whenever you said you are tired, it's not related to physical body. And especially when you start, murmuring, blabbering, lamenting. So definitely that is not related to your physical tiredness, but it is related to your mind. So when you say you are tired, what does it mean? It is not because of the external world, not because of the people, not because of the situation, not even because of the time, but because you are keep fighting with your likes and dislikes, with your preferences. You are not able to prioritize, most important thing, because deep within you are confused. A confused person gets tired very fast. Remember this point. A confused person gets tired and exhausted very fast. You see for yourself, whenever there is confusion in you, whichever day, what happens to you? Do you feel tired and exhausted or not? What to do, what not to do? But there are days you work much, much more. Your body really runs whole day, but you feel more energetic. Why and how it happens? Because you are not confused. So like that, this confusion is again related to what? To one's own likes and dislikes. And these likes and dislikes always are being developed because of the lack of knowledge between Kshetra and Kshetrajna. Because when there is a clear knowledge of this Kshetra and Kshetrajna, as we have been discussing this basic concept, this is body. So what we say that starting with, I am body, I am tall, I am short, I am white, I am black, I am a man, I am woman, or I am he, I am she, I am they. You understand? So all these things, whatever, is related to the body. Now, I am body is a big confusion, and that is how people get exhausted. Sometimes you become very happy because when your thinking is being encouraged, nourished, but how long? Don't ask. Now, same thing is being when challenged by the same person or some other person, what happens to you? If nobody challenges, time challenges because body has to disintegrate. So here is being highlighted that this Kshetra and Kshetrajna, the lack of the knowledge of Kshetra and Kshetrajna creates confusion in me. In fact, that only makes my likes and dislikes stronger. So once my likes and dislikes become stronger, now there is a confusion in allotting or giving preferences. Can you see this point? Because each one of us has got the same time, 24 hours. Oh, I don't have time. You have time to fight with yourself. Of course, when you are tired and exhausted to fight with yourself, what you do? You fight with others, okay? As long as you have time to fight with yourself, please understand, you don't like to fight with anybody. Let me fight with myself. But when you are tired and exhausted to fight with yourself, now you find out who else are there. Like, if, especially mother, they start fighting with the children first, okay? So wife, if the child is not there, will start fight with husband. Husband will start with wife, supposed to, okay? Nothing wrong in it. But when it is extended to some other thing, it's a big problem, okay? That's another problem. Let you not get into the mess now today. However, coming to the point here is that how this confusion arises, how it is being developed. Because of lack of this Kshetra Kshetrajna concept. That's why Lord Krishna wants to elaborate further what is all about it. So let us read the next verse, that tat kshetram yachya drukcha yad vikari yataschayatam sachayo yat prabhavascha tat samasena me sruno. Says beautifully that what is that? He says, look, samasena tat srunu, that to me, tat me samasena srunu. So samasena means very briefly. Like we have, very simple, that two words we join together. That is called samasa, compound. Sometimes many words we do, like about very different type of samasas we have. So that means brief. So he says, look, briefly hear that from me. So what is that you should listen to me from? Here, me means here Krishna says beautifully. Lord Krishna highlights that as a teacher. So what is that? He says, look, yatsya tat kshetram. So yatcha tat kshetram. What is that kshetram? That we are talking about. That you need to listen to me. And not only that, yadrukcha. So yadrukcha means what is the properties? What are the properties or nature of that kshetra? Yat vikari means what sort of modification it has or it goes through or it is. If it has modification, please let me know. If it goes through modification, let me know. So what effect or modification is it having or going through? Yatsya yataha. Okay, I understand modification effect. Then what is cause? Because without effect, without cause, there is no effect. So I say, look, yatsya yataha. So this effect that has come out of which cause? So what could be the cause? Yaha saha. And not only that, also, what is that kshetragyaha? Cha yad prabhavaha. And the glory of that, what sort of glory or power that person, that kshetragya has. Hear that from me briefly. Now, when we listen to this very carefully, that we need to see very carefully that the first topic is what? First thing is, I am going to talk you briefly some type of comprehensive, description about kshetra. So that means what are all included in kshetra? So that means what is the nature of kshetra? This starting with this objective universe. And of course, here, as we know very carefully, the objective universe is nothing but different from me, who is subject. So that means you can say this objective universe is called kshetram, is different from subjective experience. This is the first topic called kshetram. Is it clear? So what is kshetram? So kshetram is objective universe, which is different from the subjective experience. Okay, then fine. Second topic, what would be? So what is the nature? So what could be the nature of kshetram? Then comes next topic, what? Yad vikari. So what are the causes out of which the effects are born? So that means what? All sort of karanam to be discussed. Then comes yatascha yat. What are the effects also born out of various causes? That means what? 4 topics. So that means if the idea we know that this whole objective universe consists of what? Cause and effect. So what you call, it's like, for example, if a father is the cause of the child. Now that father becomes the effect of his father or not? Again, that father becomes what? The effect of, because now from this standpoint, cause. So what is cause we look at, that finally is effect. So this, when we look at, try to look at whole objective universe is nothing but cause and effect chain. That's why many people, they say, it's a very point, they say, whether like egg was first or chicken was first. So now finally they come to the conclusion, egg was first, correct, if I'm right? So I think now recently they have come to the conclusion, egg is the first. Now again some people say, no, egg cannot be first, chicken is first. Now big still going on, but now they have almost come to a conclusion, egg is first. So here, the whole objective universe consists of nothing but chain of this cause and effect. Now, if this is the case, now what we need to do, if we try to spend more time with this kshetra, we are lost. That's why very carefully Lord Krishna brings, as a teacher, he brings, hey, beto, no kshetrajna. So when you know the details of kshetrajna, so that's why he says, saha cha yaha. So that means, what is exactly that kshetrajna, the one? So maybe I need to know some features, some descriptions. So that means some type of definitions, so that the way you have defined or you are defining. So if I have some type of definitions, or you try to describe a description of this kshetrajna consciousness, then it will be definitely better for me. So what is that? He says beautifully, this kshetrajna is nothing but the experiencer of the universe. This is a very brief description or definition. Is it clear? So kshetra is nothing, experienced objective world, experienced universe in the form of cause and effect chain. So there is nothing cause, there is nothing called effect, okay? What you call as cause, that becomes effect. What you call as effect, that is also cause for something or other. This is what we call karma theory, karma cycle. So that's why, if that is the case, and kshetrajna is nothing, if we want to say briefly, this is the consciousness is nothing but the experiencer of the universe. So that means, so what is this consciousness? Also we need to see, and also yat prabhavasya. Sorry. What are the glories, the features of this kshetrajna? That also we need to see. We need to understand. As you know, of course, we will be seeing. First of all, this consciousness is something what? Undivided, indivisible. You cannot divide. So that means when it is indivisible, also it is beyond time. Just I am giving some explanations. Being beyond time, also beyond space. So when it is beyond time and space, definitely it is not subject to change either. So when it is not subjective, not change, remember, so these are the basic, you can say, basic important features of consciousness. Like, just I'm trying to say, which is indivisible, not subject to change, beyond time and space. Now, if that is the case, we say very carefully, now whatever we see or experience, now all these are what? Completely opposite. So all this universe that we are experiencing is divisible. You can divide. Definitely, it is in time, created in time. Definitely is in space. And of course, subject to change. So if these are the cases, that means what? I really need to understand in details what is all about it. So looking at that, now the next verse, let us look at. Rishivi bahudha geetam chandobhir vividhi pruthaka brahma sutra padaisyaiva hetu madbhir vinishyataihi. Says beautifully, Rishivi Geetam. So when he says Rishivi Geetam, so that means this has been already taught by the sages. Bahudha, differently, Pruthak Bhavena, revealed different ways, variously, differently, and interestingly, Vividhi Chandobhi, through various Vedic hymns. Not only that, also Hetu Madhvi. This has been also taught by through different logical analysis, like Sankhya's people and other schools of philosophers. Cha eva binishchitaihi. And also it is well ascertained what Brahma Sutra Padaihi. So Brahma Sutra Padaihi means, so that all these Upanishadic statements which reveals Brahman. So there is a sutra called Brahma Sutra. There are 555 verses in Brahma Sutra written by Vyasacharya. So where we study all, let us say we try to see the critical analysis, we do the critical analysis of all Upanishadic statements. So one Upanishad says one thing, other Upanishad says another thing. Why and how, whether contextually or not. So all this analysis being done in Brahma Sutra text, where the main topic is Brahman. So all the Upanishadic statement we do analyze to make sure that mind must not ascertain, remember this, mind must not ascertain my limited thinking, my insecure thinking. Why and how? I would like to add this point so that this will be seen little differently. In Uttarkashi, as a tomorrow there will be no class. First of all, please see how this teaching helps us to develop our thinking. When we are tuned to the teaching, automatically the thinking of the teacher and teaching tradition becomes my thinking. But what happens most of the cases, when we are not tuned to the teacher and teaching tradition, we try to pick up information and keep justifying. So me remains as an insecure person. Earlier, I was ordinary insecure. Now I am well informed insecure. Can you see this point? Because once my thinking is attuned to the teaching tradition, there is no point of having insecurity in life. Because please understand this point very carefully. I have seen for myself. This is what I am sharing with you all. Jokulaji. When I am using the word I carefully, when I didn't have place to stay, nobody was giving space, nobody was calling. Because people see the insecurity. When there are plenty of places, everybody comes to me, can you come for a few days? Can you come for a few days? Even if I don't have time, I have to squeeze what to do, what not to do. Same thing also when I was looking for food, nobody was giving me food. Okay, some people have given, okay, not that they have not given, so then how I was surviving, okay, how I am alive now, giving. What I'm trying to say is nobody was giving what I want, what I wanted those days. But now what happens when I don't want? People remember if I have talked somewhere something, this is good, casual statement I have made, people bring that, Swamiji, you told that day that was good, maybe you like it. So can you see how it works? This is my personal example I am giving so that you can understand for yourself. As long as I am insecure with reference to anything or anybody, that long I cannot be secured and other people will not take care of my insecurity. Whereas when I am secured, you will discover other person will take care of me. There is no doubt in it. And the best example is of a snake. Try to see this snake catchers in social media plenty available, especially this cobra. Indian fellows you should watch, not Singapore or other country fellows. Okay, other country fellows to catch a snake. Fire brigadier comes, this, that, you cannot think of what a mess. Then finally they discover it is a non-poisonous snake. Whereas Indian fellows, no problem. I have seen also in Tiruvandam, in Chennai place, okay? So we were playing with the cobra, okay? Thinking that it is a rat snake. We were pulling the tail of that fellow. That fellow is lying down, then finally comes. Hey, this is a cobra, be careful. What drama we had done those days. Coming back to here. That when a cobra sees, because basically cobra is insecure. Any snake is insecure, fear is there. Now senses other person's fear. Moment senses others' fear, now tries to boss over, especially cobra. Is an amazing thing. That's why cobra stands. Why it stands? Doesn't want to bite. Says that, hey, I am. Give me the way. And tries to make out that target should be perfect so that can get out. Unless there are some notorious black cobras. That's another group. King cobra will not bite. Will stand, see the path and go away. Seeing your insecurity, and if the cobra is already insecure, now not able to manage, not able to map both the insecurities, then to defend itself starts biting. Is it clear? If you give the way, it will go away. It will not bite at all. It knows that, okay, you are afraid, I am also equally afraid, but it gives me space. Let me go away. But finds this, decides this way, suddenly you change. Then that cobra will not have any other choice other than biting you. Another method is same cobra who is standing. Now, if you are very confident, all the snake catchers, this is the point. If you are very confident, you can take the hand on his hood, touch the hood. You will discover same cobra will bend down completely. Have you not observed this? In fact, most of the snake catchers, they catch the snake this way only. Those who are really experienced snake catcher, they don't catch the tail. They will look at the hood, touch the hood slowly, and it will bend down completely. Then they will cut hold of the mouth, the hood. This is a beautiful example to observe. So also in life, when I am insecure, now me being insecure, dealing with insecure people, definitely there will be a confusion. Now, first, I need to be secured. Then let the insecurity or insecure people continue with me. Absolutely no problem. And that can only happen when I understand what? This Kshetra Kshetrajna. That is what is being talked here. All the rishis, they have talked in different places in the sense Puranas, Samhitas, different places they have explained. Of course, in Upanishads and Brahma Sutra also talks in details, which will be seen later on. And what are these? This is what you say. Mahabhutani ahankara buddhi avyaktam evacha indriyani dasekam cha panchendriya gochara. So which we'll see in details on Monday. Please. Om Purnamada Purnamitam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, all of you.